Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So recently Nintendo did their Nintendo Direct, which they do monthly, talking about what new games are going to come out and things like that. But this time they focused on the new console that's coming out, the new Nintendo 3DS or so. And they released some information about it, some really good information. And I'll pretty much be covering the good points and the bad points of the new 3DS. So the new 3DS is going to have, well, the biggest improvement, I'd say, other than, CPU and internal stuff, is that it's going to have a new C-stick. It's another analog stick, a lot like the one on the GameCube controller, as it'll be small as well, like the GameCube controller's one. And instead of being below the buttons, it'll be above the, the A, B, X, Y buttons. And yeah, it's the one thing I'd say about it is that it's really small. But what Nintendo have said is that it's, very sensitive, it works well, so pretty much as long as it's sensitive and works well, it doesn't really matter what size it is. And other than CPU increase in speed and stuff like that, new updated specs, I don't think there's anything else for the good points, so why don't we move on to the bad points. So bad points A is that, I can't believe they did this, they don't have a charger on the actual thing. I know, they don't actually include a charger when you actually buy the 3DS, which is really surprising, but I recently found out that that's what they've been doing for a very long time in Japan. So I'm guessing they're trying to try out this new strategy with the rest of England, and I'm guessing because it did release earlier in Japan, it's gone down well, and they're like, oh, why not try it now, YOLO. And they've done this, but something I just don't understand is that has never really happened and done well, really, I don't think. And I'm guessing Nintendo's trying to do, an EA strategy of give half the thing, and if you actually want it to work for longer than, 10 hours, well, that's stretching it, but let's say 10 hours or so, here's the charger, so then you'll have to buy it. But something I don't understand is the charger's not expensive. You can get one on Amazon. Oh, by the way, it works with, a 3DS charger from that family, which I really don't understand why they're not including it, but they expect you to have one. They said, oh, you can use your old 3DS and 2DS one for that, which kind of, stops new customers coming in, people who haven't got a 3DS, but the charger's not even that expensive. It's like £8 on Amazon, like really, and even Amazon's got to be making a profit off of that, so really how much would it be to add an extra charger? I really don't know what they're thinking. Anyway, moving on to another one. So after they finished their Nintendo Direct, they released some other information, some smaller stuff. And during the Nintendo Direct, actually, they said that they're not going to be using SD cards anymore for the 3DS. Instead, they're going to be using micro SD, which, I can live with. I've got an SD slot on my PC, so I can just do stuff, but not a micro SD. But it's just a 3DS, what will I be transferring massively? Even if I did transfer it, there would be a problem though, because what Nintendo's done is that they have messed up, and in order to get to the SD card, you have to unscrew part of your 3DS. Like seriously, what is the point of doing that? That is the biggest mess up in history. Who the hell wants to unscrew their 3DS just to get to a small micro SD card? Why not just put it into the side like the 3DS? And I'm guessing you could argue, it's quite, maybe the CPU and stuff like that's quite big. Maybe they're going for more power and stuff like that. But the only size it's available in is XL. So where would, how, that makes no sense. They could just, call the XL version the normal version, then make an XL version of that, and then you could actually have a proper SD card slot. But really, you've shrunk it down with a micro SD, and then you're shrinking it down into the actual device where we have to unscrew it. Anyway, guys, that's my mini rant type thing over. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. If you're excited for the new 3DS, leave a like down below. Feel free to comment your suggestions on what I should do next, or just anything really, and I will see you in my next episode.